Hi, this is Steve Wiley, and this is my how-to video of how to make and construct a sports recap show as I did in the past with my show, Jack Up the Rev. The first step is to open it up with a guest host.
Hey, I'm Erin Andrews.
Hi, I'm Kendrick Perry.
I'm Brandy Brown.
Hi, I'm Mike Hargo of the Cleveland Indians.
And you're watching Jack Up the Rev.
Jack Up the Rev.
You're watching Jack Up the Rev.
And after that quick little intro, we go to highlights with music in the background.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jack Up the Rev.
Or sometimes we just go with our classic intro of introducing the names of us and the name of the show. The next step is the opening remarks of the show, where we introduce ourselves and we pretty much welcome the viewers to the show.
We're on.
Oh, hey folks, welcome.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Jack Up the Rev, Sports Recap with the Jam Bar. With Steve Wiley, I am Joe Catullo.
After that, we usually start with some banter to, I guess, engage the audience. We kind of just mess around here, but it's just a little bit of banter to get it going.
They came, they saw, and they were conquered.
Whoa, wait, Joe. Today's not Tuesday.
Si, senor. Senorita, el cuñado.
And you know what?
It's kind of cold and rainy today here in Youngstown.
The next step is to actually get into real serious mode, and we introduce the top game highlights, as you can see here. Aren't the 49ers in town?
That's right.
The Penguins hosting Southern Illinois University, and safe to say things weren't too pretty.
National champion North Dakota State on Saturday.
Men's basketball.
Beagley Center.
Let's go to the highlights. We follow the intro with a highlight montage of the top highlight of the week. It's usually game footage where we analyze it with a voiceover. Pass me the popcorn, Joe, because from here on out, the Bison put on a show. The volleyball team played 2 conference games over the weekend. Rolls out, but Jeremy Edwards steps in front and says, "I'll take that," and I'll do a front flip. The next step is where we get footage from the press conference of the game we were at, and we let the players and coaches, I guess, recap the game in their own words.
Just didn't really have the points that made you feel like you had more control of the game.
I think we did well. There's definitely stuff to...
In the second half, I think we may get a little bit complacent.
Really can't, put a finger on exactly what it is.
And this leads to the next step, which is where we stand-up broadcast the secondary highlights and the secondary action that is going on for the week. Are tied for the most ever in school history.
In other sports, the YSU soccer team played on Sunday.
Their record on the season is now 12-9. Now let's go to our highlight of the week. And this leads to the next step of where it's an entertaining section of the show. We work in some segments, some fun things like top plays, things like that.
The top 5 highlights from the YSU men's basketball team a season ago. I start a new segment called Wiley's Word.
They're going to win this week against North Dakota State.
Oh, yeah.
A text from Sports Information Director John Vogel.
How old is that sweater you're wearing? And the last step is the closing of the show, where we say our final words and sound off, as you can see here.
This has been another Sports Recap with the Jam Bar.
I'm Steve Wiley.
And I'm Joe Catullo. And remember, to always
Jack Up the Rev.
Jack Up the Rev.
Jack
Up
the
Rev.
Jack Up the Rev.
Paper toss. Paper toss.
Okay.
Paper toss. Yeah!
Thank you for watching how to make and construct, organize a sports recap show, and I hope you enjoyed.